Hello, I'm the Pirate Novelist, your captain through the rough seas of media, and welcome to another concert video. I hope you liked the new intro. I finally have a new computer, so I'm very, very happy that I can continue to make videos, but now I can actually add an intro to it, so I'm very, very happy about that. Today's video, we are going to go talk about the concert I recently went to, which is FM 99's Lunatic Luau 16. This is the 5th luau I've been to, and I was happy to go, but at the same time, was a little disappointed. The entirety of the band lineup, which is here, I'll go over that, was pretty interesting. We had Fall Out of Fear, which was the opener who won the... We had Fall Out of Fear, who was the opener. They won the Battle of the Bands contest. Every year they have a Battle of the Bands contest locally here for a band to open up. Then we had the main reason why I went, which was Red Sun Rising. Wilson, Seven Dust, Unlocking the Truth, The Dose, POD, Trivium, Bush, Ghost, Shinedown, and Five Finger Death Punch. Now, these weren't all on one big stage. It was two stages, so they indicated here, you know, what kind of, what stage they went. And they also had autographs. So, I'd like to talk about that. First, I got to meet Red Sun Rising, which was really awesome. If you know me, I have the Red Sun Rising Record Store Day release, and that's one of my favorite releases. So to get to meet them and have them sign this, I did not bring the record because I was just a little worried, you know, going into a big crowd and everything. Going into a big crowd and everything, I was just a little worried about that, but they were such the coolest guys. And I also got one of their tour shirts, which is this here. Just love this design, and as you can see, they also signed this with fabric Sharpie. I'm gonna just hang this up. I was gonna wear it, but it's just totally worth it for me to have this. I might even put it up on the wall here. Who knows? These are all retired shirts. Might rotate that. But yeah. So they put on a really good set. A little disappointing because I wanted to see Blister, but they just didn't have enough time. I think they only had, let me check. They only had a half hour to play, so that was just kind of a bummer. But yeah, that was fun. And then I basically did nothing because after Red Sun Rising went in there, I jumped into the autograph line. And with the autograph line, each band that decides to go in there was The Dose, Trivium, Bush, Red Sun Rising, Wilson, Seven Dust, Unlocking the Truth, and POD. They all had about a half hour-ish to sit there and sign autographs. And I waited in line, and there was a little bit of a BS with what had happened. I queued up and basically was going to let people go in front of me, and they told me I had to re-queue in line when I had been waiting since 3:45 for Red Sun to sign at 5 o'clock, so it was just kind of a jerky move. Thank goodness, you know, even though I was back in line, the line was moving very quickly for Red Sun Rising. Thank goodness that that I was able to get this, because this was the main reason why I got in line and skipped a bunch of bands. Not that I wanted to, but yeah, so that was one disappointment. So I sat down for Bush, who was really awesome. I saw them years ago when they opened up for Nickelback. Okay, I'll admit, went and saw them with Nickelback, but they were opening. My Darkest Days was opening, and that was the main reason why I had gone there. And usually I just tend to stay to show the whole time, even if I just know one band. But this was one exception where I left a little early, just because I'd seen Five Finger about 3 times already, so this would be the 3rd time. And while I loved their set, I just decided that after a while, even though I wanted to hear My Nemesis, I felt that it was time to go, because I knew the venue where I was at was going to be really kind of iffy with getting out in a decent amount of time. So yeah, but Shinedown was a bit of a disappointment. 3rd time I've seen them, and this set was just boring. I mean, I love Shinedown, but at the same time, I don't like their new record as much as I liked Amaryllis. You could go listen to it for yourself. It came out before I even started this channel, so I'm not even going to review it. But yeah, Bush was fun though. Gavin ran out in the crowd during the song, and that was really fun. I think it was, yeah, he ran out during Little Things, which was really cool. And my venue where I was at, you have the stage here, a bunch of like stadium seating, and then this grassy area up like here, but my big old head here, where the lawn is. So he ran through most of the seating area and the pit area, and then went all the way back up there to kind of finish the song, which I think is kind of cool. I guessed he would do that. I just didn't know which song it was, and haven't looked at the set list just yet. I remember most of it, but yeah. Normally, what I do is before I even come on here, I did that. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about it. A little bit of the history of the Lunatic Luau. That is, ooh, no, don't do that. Why? Anyway. Lunatic Luau is something of a tradition for FM 99, the local big rock station. There's two now. There's two big rock stations now. But 99's been doing this since before. 2012 was when they resurrected it, called the Resurrection. But they've been doing it beforehand, and I've been going since 2012, and it's been fun. But this year was just kind of disappointing overall. I think one, because just the BS with the signature line with this, but also, you know, just overall feeling of the set list, and the people there were just kind of jerks. I mean, it felt like they had ants in their pants, honestly. Normally I get seats. I don't like to sit up on the lawn, or I tend to just stay back in the towards the back of the stadium area. And yeah, it's just people were just coming up constantly, just like, oh, I'm sorry, I got to come through here. I'm like, come on, you know, I know I know you got to go through there, but come on, just sit for maybe like 5 minutes. I mean, it felt like every 10 minutes there was somebody always constantly going through there. And I take concert photography, and you know, it's hard enough to, from where I'm at, you know, zoom in, and I don't take it throughout most of the shows. I just go there to enjoy it, especially if it's like the third, fourth time. I just go there to kind of enjoy the show, but it was kind of hard to take pictures this time. So overall, just a disappointment from Five Fingers set, which they normally are phenomenal live. Don't get me wrong, I love seeing Five Finger, I love seeing Shinedown, especially Bush, but just this time, for whatever reason, bands like the third time I normally see them, with the exception, no, not even Pop Evil. Yeah, usually the third time I see a band is usually disappointing, and I don't know why. It's I guess I get burnout from them. I don't know what goes on with that, but lately the third time I normally see a band is usually the most disappointing time. So I'm hoping and praying the next time I see Paramore, which will be the third time I see them, they don't disappoint. I know they won't disappoint, but yeah, so overall, I give this concert about 7 out of 10. It was okay. I mean, I have one or two other ones coming up later that I know are going to be just better, but just overall, from, you know, the people who were there to the staff being a little subpar this time, to just everything just felt not good about it. And I don't want it to be that way. I love concerts, and it's just this one was kind of a disappointment for me. But yeah, one more time, I'm glad I got this, though. You know, meeting Red Sun Rising was probably the best part of this, and you know, getting to talk with them, shake their hands, genuine guys. If you haven't listened to Red Sun Rising yet, pick up their Polyester Zeal on iTunes. It's on CD. I do not believe they have pressed a new version of the record yet, so you might have to pay a little bit more to get the Record Store Day version. But it is absolutely so much worth it, and it was a damn shame that they had to be the opening band and only get a half hour. But I hope, they said on their Facebook page that they'd be back around this area. I hope, because next time I see them, I actually want to, you know, talk with them a little bit more than I actually did, because they were kind of rushing me through the line. It was just kind of, I know you got to get people through there, but it's just like, I was mid-conversation, I hear, come on, move it, buddy. You know, I didn't pay, you know, the $100+ to be the VIP and everything, so overall, I was just disappointed. So, this is the first of a couple videos that I'm going to be filming here shortly. Hopefully the next one isn't as negative as this one, but hope you're enjoying your weekend, and as always, I'm the Pirate Novelist, and keep on sailing.